Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. So this is set 3 of 10 good problems from the chapter of linear equations in one variable. Uh, in this series of videos, so this is part of the series of videos where I come up with 10 harder problems which falls under the category of HOT, that is high order thinking problem, from various competitive examinations and NCERT exemplar problem book that will give you a good judgment of your understanding of the chapter concepts. So this is set 3 on the of 10 good problems on the chapter of linear equations in one variable. This video is part of the playlist Maths 8 HOT. HOT stands for High Order Thinking Problem. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, if you are visiting my channel for the first time or seeing this video for the first time and my video is beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started in solving 10 good problems of set 3 on the chapter of linear equations in one variable. Okay, so I have the 10 good problems on the left hand side. I hope the fonts of the PDF of the 10 good problems are big enough so that you can read it properly. Also, the PDF of these 10 good problems will be given, the link of the PDF of these 10 good problems will be given in the description below. You can also check the PDF from there. So, ideally, you should be able to complete these 10 problems in 40 minutes, that is approximately taking 3 to 4 minutes to solve a question. While I will solve the question, I will pause for a few seconds after solving a problem so that you can take a screenshot of the solution of the problem if you think it will help you. Okay, so let's start solving the problem. The first problem says that if 2m plus 1 is the solution of the equation, an equation is given, then the value of m is. Okay, so what is the equation? Let's first write the equation. It is 0.16 multiplied by 5x minus 2 is equal to 0.4x plus 7. Now, whenever you have a decimal number in a given equation, then you can do it in two ways. Either you multiply both the sides of the equation with the power of 10, that is 10, 100 or 1000, depending on the maximum number of decimal places in the decimal numbers that you see in the equation. In this problem, the maximum decimal places is 2 because 0.16 has decimal places of 2. So I can multiply both the sides by 100, that is 10 to the power 2. This is one way of solving the problem. If you are not comfortable in working with addition and subtraction or multiplication of decimal numbers, and if you are comfortable, then you can simply proceed as usual, that is you do the product of the LHS and you take all the x terms on the left hand side and add up the x terms. In doing that, in adding up or subtracting like terms, you will have to do addition and subtraction of decimal numbers. If you are comfortable, you can proceed that way. So let's solve it in both ways. Method 1, I am multiplying both the sides by 100, since the maximum decimal places of the decimal numbers appearing in the equation is 2, that is 0.16. So if I do this, I have the LHS is 0.16 and I have 5x minus 2, and similarly I will multiply the right hand side with 100. I have 100 multiplied by 0.4x plus 7. Okay, now this implies I will do the multiplication of 100 and 0.16, it becomes 16 and multiplied by 5x minus 2 equals to, I can do the product of the monomial 100 and the binomial 0.4x plus 7 using the distributive law of multiplication over addition, and I get this will be 100 multiplied by 0.4x plus 700. Okay. Now, after further simplifying, the LHS, that is doing the product of 16 and 5x minus 2, I have 16 multiplied by 5x minus 32 is equal to, now 100 multiplied by zero point 0.4 is 40. So I have 40x plus 700. Okay. Now if I if I simplify the left hand side and bring all the x terms to the left hand side and all the constant terms to the right hand side, I get 16 into 5x is 80x and minus 40x is equal to 700 plus 32. So after further simplifying, we get 40x is equal to 700 plus 32 is 732. So this implies x is equal to 732 divided by 40. Divided by 40. Let me check once again if I did it correctly or not. 0.165x minus 2, 0.4x plus 7. Okay, if I'm multiplying both sides by 100, so 100 multiplied by 0.16 is 16, 16 into 5x minus 2, okay. And on the right hand side, we get 100 multiplied by 0.4x, 0.4x plus 700. So we get 16 into 5x minus 16 into 5x minus 32 is equal to 40x plus 700. This implies 16 into 5x is 80x. 80x minus 40x is equal to 732. So this implies x is equal to 732 by 40. Now I think this will be this will be 732 by 40 will be 4. I think 4 cancels 40 with 10 and 4 cancels 732 with 1 and 3 and 3. No, sorry. 1 and then 8 and then 3. So this is 183 by 10. 183 by 10, it is coming the decimal number. Okay. So the solution of the given equation is 183 by 10. This is the solution. But the problem says that if 2m plus 1 is the solution of the equation, so we must have 2m plus 1 is equal to 183 by 10. Now I think there is a problem in the given choices because 183 by 10 will become a decimal number 118.3, and if you solve this, that is 2m plus 1 is equal to 18.3, it will be m will be some kind of 8, and the choices are 80, 82, 91 and 55. So somehow the 183 by 10, the by 10 should not happen, should not occur by 10. Anyway, so there was a problem in the, not problem, but now if I solve this, this is equal to 18.3. So this implies twice m. Actually, this should have been 183 anyway. So twice m is equal to 18.3 minus 1 which is 17.3, and this implies m is equal to 17.3. Even though the results are not matching, but I hope you got the concept, that what a concept of how to solve the problem. Yeah, first of all, it is very important that you understand the problem, what information is given, and what it is asking. So, an equation was given, and it was said that the solution of the equation is 2m plus 1. And now, if we solve the equation, we will get a value, that is, we will get the root or solution of the equation, an absolute value, and we will equate that to 2m plus 1, and from there we will get another equation in m, and from there we can get the value of m. But somehow the figures in the choices are not matching with the actual answer based on the data given in the problem statement. So I think I have done some mistake in the choices, or in some figures, numbers in the given equation. So these kind of mistakes I always do. I really apologize for that, but please focus in the pattern of the question. In the pattern of the question, and try to understand the what is given and what it is asking, so that you can apply the concept appropriately, using all the concepts that you have learned from this chapter. So that is the focus. Let's not focus much about the final answer. Okay. So sorry, this was a little inconvenience. Uh, Either the choices are wrong. The choices are correct actually. I think I made some mistake in the decimal numbers in the given equation. So sorry for that. Anyway, let's move on to the next question. Let me quickly check if everything is visible properly or not. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Uh, so this is a word problem based on ages. Arpita's present age is thrice of Shilpa. If Shilpa's age 3 years ago was X, then present age of Arpita is. Okay. Arpita's present age is thrice of Shilpa. If Shilpa's age 3 years ago was X, then present age of Arpita is. Then present age of Arpita is. Arpita's present age is thrice of Shilpa. Okay, so what is given? 3 years ago, 3 years ago, Shilpa's age is given to be X. So this implies present age okay, so 3 years ago Shilpa's age is was X. If Shilpa's age 3 years ago was X, okay, then present age of Shilpa is equal to X plus 3, because 3 years ago the Shilpa's age was X, so definitely the present age of Shilpa will be X plus 3. Now it is also given that Arpita's present age is thrice of Shilpa, therefore present age of Arpita is equal to 3 times the present age of Shilpa, which is X plus 3. So Arpita's present age is 3 into X plus 3. So the question is asking then the present age of Arpita. Okay, so the present age of Arpita is 3 into X plus 3. So this problem was not really to solve a linear equation, but this was to check whether you can understand the problem statement and create the appropriate equation based on the unknown. So the correct choice is D. D is the correct choice. Let's solve question number 3. It is given the digit in the tens place of a two-digit number is 3 more than the digit in the units place. Okay, so the number, it is given that 3 more than the digit in the units place. Okay, so let units digit let units digit be x. So this implies tens digit is equal to x plus 3, since it is given that the digit in the tens place of a two-digit number is 3 more than the digit in the units place. Okay, so this implies number, the two-digit number is uh, of the form, x plus 3 and x. So this is the digit at the tens place and this is the digit at the units place. Okay, let the digit at the units place be b. Oh, sorry. I was trying to, I thought that we have to solve the number, but actually it is not solving the number, it is something else. Okay, so it is given that the digit in the tens place of a two-digit number is 3 more than the digit in the units place. Let the digit of the units place be b. Okay, so given units digit, is equals to b. So this implies tens digit will be equal to, it is given that the digit in the tens place is 3 more than the digit in the units place. So the digits at the tens place will be b plus 3. This implies the number is of the form b plus 3 and b. So this is the units digit, b is the units digit and b plus 3 is the tens digit. Now the question is asking, then the number is, okay, so the number is of the form b plus 3 b, which in the standard form, if you express this number in the standard form, it will be 10 into b plus 3 plus b, because we know that any two-digit number xy in the standard form is equal to x 10x plus y, where y is the digit at the units place and x is the digit at the tens place. So the number is 10 into b plus 3 plus b. If you simplify this expression further, we get 10b plus 30 plus b, which is equal to, if you add up the like terms, that is the b terms, you get 11b plus 30. So this is the number, and hence the correct choice is A. A is the correct choice. A is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 4. What value of x will make the sum of the irreducible factors of a polynomial is given equal to 0? What value of x will make the sum of the irreducible factors of this? Okay, so first we see what are the irreducible factors of the given polynomial, which is 2x cube plus 5x square minus 3x. So the first task will be to find the irreducible factors of this polynomial. Now, what is an irreducible factor? An irreducible factor is a factor of a polynomial which cannot be further factorized. into two or more subfactors. For example, x is an irreducible factor, x minus 1 is an irreducible factor, x 2x minus plus 3 is an irreducible factor, x square plus 1 is an irreducible factor. So these are all irreducible factors, but x but x square minus 4 is not an irreducible factor because it can be further factorized to x square minus 2 multiplied by it can be further factorized to x minus 2, the product of x minus 2 and x plus 2. Similarly, 2x minus 4 is also not an irreducible factor because this 2 can be factored out. We are having a common factor of 2 from the two terms. So this is basically 2 into x minus 4. So we can see that 2x minus 4 can be further factorized to 2 multiplied by x minus 4. So 2x minus 4 is not an irreducible factor. Similarly, x square minus x is also not an irreducible factor because we can see that this is equal to x into x minus 1, and we are seeing that x square minus x can be further factorized to x into x minus 1. I hope it is now clear what is an irreducible factor. Okay, now let's factorize this polynomial. Now we can clearly see that there is a common factor of x in all the terms. So let's factor out x from all the terms, and we get x multiplied by 2x square plus 5x minus 3. Okay, so now we have to further check whether we can factorize this polynomial or not. This is a quadratic trinomial of the form q not q of the form px square plus qx plus r. So we know how to factorize two types of quadratic trinomial. One is px square plus qx plus r. Another one is x square plus px plus r. Now in both the cases, for this case, let's talk about this case because 2x square plus 5x minus 3 is of the form px square plus qx plus r. Now to factorize this quadratic trinomial, we have to find two constants a and b such that a plus b will be equal to the coefficient of x which in this polynomial is 5, and a into b will be the product of the constant term which is minus 3 and the product of the coefficient of x squared which is 2, which is equal to minus 6. So we have to find a and b, constants a and b, such that a plus b is equal to 5 and ab equals to minus 6, and clearly we can say that a is equal to 6 and b is equal to minus 1. So let's we are so this let's we are factorizing 2x square plus 5x minus 3. So once excuse me friend, I will have some water, my throat is choked. Okay. Okay, so we were trying to factorize 2x square plus 5x minus 3. So we have found that a and b, a can be 6 and b can be minus 1. So once we have found a and b, you rewrite this expression as 2x square and 5x, that is 5, that is the coefficient of 5, you express that as a plus b, that is 6 minus 1, and we have x minus 3, and then you further simplify it, you get 2x square plus 6x minus x minus 3. Now you will see you will form groups, two groups. This is one first group, this is second group. From the first group, you can take x as a common factor and you get x multiplied by 2x. You can take 2x as common factor, 2x as common factor. Uh, from the first group, you can take 2x as common factor and it becomes 2x multiplied by x plus 3. Sorry. And the second group, minus x uh, minus 3, if you take minus common, it will be x plus 3. Now you see that the two groups are having x plus 3 as a common factor, and hence the final factorization becomes x plus 3 multiplied by 2x minus 1. So the final factorization of the given polynomial becomes x multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied by 2x minus 1. Now these are the factors. Now, so and you see that all these factors are irreducible. X is an irreducible factor, x plus 3 is an irreducible factor, and 2x minus 1 is also an irreducible factor. Now what it is given? It is saying that what value of x will make the sum of the irreducible factors of this equal to 0. So this implies the sum of all the irreducible factor will be x plus 3 plus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. It is saying that what value of x will make the sum of the irreducible factors equal to 0. So this is the sum of the irreducible factors. If we equate that to 0, we get a linear equation, and from here we have to solve x, and that value of x is what the problem is asking. So solving this, we get 4x plus 2 is equal to 0. This implies 4x is equal to minus 2. This implies x is equal to minus 2 by 4, which is equal to minus half. So the answer is minus half, and hence the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 5. We have to solve a given equation. So the given equation is x by 2 minus 1 by 4 multiplied by x minus 1 by 3 equal to 1 by 6 multiplied by x plus 1 plus 1 by 12. So you can see in this equation there are a lot of rational terms. X by 2 is a rational term. 1/4 of x minus 1 by 3 is a rational term. On the right hand side, 1/6 of x plus 1 is a rational term, and plus 1 by 12 is also a rational term. Now there are two ways you can solve this equation. First, if you are comfortable with addition and subtraction of rational numbers, then you can simply proceed by taking all the x terms to the left hand side and all the constant terms to the right hand side, and then you will have to add up the like terms, that is the x terms, and add up the right hand side constants. In that, you will need to have a good concept of addition and subtraction of rational numbers, and then you can solve it. The other way is that, which I personally prefer, is that I can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 rational terms. They are having the denominators 2, 4, 6 and 12. So I would like to find the LCM of all the denominators of the rational terms, since I know they are constants, they are integers, 2, 4, 6 and 12, which is equal to 12. And I will multiply both sides of the given equation by 12. This is my preferred way of solving an equation. By doing this, I will eliminate all rational terms, and the equation will get reduced to a simple form where all the coefficients, we will have all the constant terms will be integers, and all the coefficients of the x terms will also be integers. So then it makes the life more easy if you operate on integers rather than if you operate on rational numbers. Okay, so I will multiply both sides of the equation with 12. The LHS becomes 12 multiplied by, the LHS was x minus 2, 1 by 4, x minus 1 by 3, and the RHS becomes 12 multiplied by 1 by 6, x plus 1 plus 1 by 12. Now you have to simplify step by step both the sides. So as you can see, now you have to apply the concept of distributive law of multiplication over subtraction or addition. If you apply that concept, I will not discuss over here. If you apply that concept, we will have 12 multiplied by x by my machine is again started to work slowly. Anyway, so 12 multiplied by x minus 2 minus 12 multiplied by 1 4 and x minus 1 by 3 is equal to, on the right hand side also, if you apply the distributive law of multiplication over addition, you get 12 multiplied by 1 by 6 x plus 1 plus 12 by 12. So if you further do the products and simplify further, you will get 12 multiplied by x by 2 becomes 6x, and minus 12 by 4 into x minus 3 becomes 3 into x minus 1 by 3. On the right hand side, if we get 2 into x plus 1 and plus 1. Even though we still are having one rational terms, that is x minus 1 by 3, 1 by 3, you will see that it will also get converted into a integer, because we have the factor of 3. Okay, so if you further do the products and open up the brackets on both the sides, we get 6x minus 3x. That is, when you do the multiplication of 3 and x minus 1 by 3, it becomes 3x minus 1. So 3x, and since the bracket has negative sign in front of it, it will be minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 2x plus 2 plus 1. So after further simplification, we get 6x minus 3x is 3x plus 1 is equal to 2x plus 3. Now if I bring all the x terms to the left hand side and all the constants to the right hand side, I get 3x minus 2x is equal to 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. This implies x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2. So the solution or the root of the given equation is 2, and hence the correct choice is D. D is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 6. If the solution of the equation, an equation is given where the variable is x, and we also see a term m might be a constant. Okay, if the solution of the equation is an integer, then m must be a multiple of. Okay, so it is given that an equation is given and it is saying that the solution, that is the value of x that satisfies this equation, is an integer. If it is an integer, then what can possibly the value of m be? So let's first write the equation. So it is 3x minus m divided by 2x plus m is given to be half. Okay, now for this kind of equation, uh, that is, if you have an equation of the form ax plus b divided by cx plus d is equal to p by q, where a, b, c, d and p and q are all integers, definitely q is not equal to 0, then you do cross multiplication. You apply cross multiplication to solve the equation. So we will do, so this equation, the given equation is also of the same form. So we will do cross multiplication and we get 2 multiplied by 3x minus m is equal to 1 multiplied by 2x plus m. If you do the products on both the sides and open up the brackets, we get 6x minus twice m is equal to twice x plus m. Now I will bring all the x terms to the left hand side and all the constants to the right hand side. Constant means here m is a constant. I get 6x minus 2x is equal to m plus 2m. This implies 4x is equal to 3m. This implies x is equal to 3m by 4. So this is the solution of the equation in terms of m. Now it is given, the problem is saying that the solution is an integer. So x must be an integer. So this implies 3m by 4 is an integer. Now if 3m by 4 has to be an integer, then definitely we must have m is a multiple, has to be a multiple of 4, because only then m will get cancelled out. Whatever the value of m is, which will be a multiple of 4, it will get cancelled out by 4, and we will have the entire expression, that is 3m by 4, an integer. So hence m must be a multiple of 4. So the correct choice is C. Correct choice is C. Okay, let's do problem number 7. Uh, 4/5 of a number is 10 more than the 2/3 of the number. Okay, find the number. Okay, so let the standard way of solving this kind of problem is that you assume the unknown, which is the unknown. You assume the number to be x. So let the number be x. This implies 4/5 of x is, what is 4/5 of x? 4/5 of x means 4 by 5 of x, and of operator means multiplication. So this is 4 by 5 multiplied by x, and this is 4x by 5. Also, what is 2/3 of the number? 2/3 of x is equal to 2 by 3 of x, which is equal to 2 by 3 multiplied by x, which is equal to 2x by 3. So it is given that 4/5 of a number is 10 more than 2/3 of the number. So this implies 4/5 of the number is 4x by 5. This is 10 more than 2/3 of the number. 2/3 of the number is 2x by 3, and 10 more is plus 10. So we got this equation, linear equation in x. And we can see that in this equation we are having some rational terms, that is 4x by 5 and 2x by 3. So in solving this equation, I would like to multiply both sides by the LCM of 3 and 5, which is 15, just to get rid of the rational terms. So this implies I am multiplying both sides by 15 is equal to 15 multiplied by 2x by 3 plus 10. So this implies 15 into 4x by 3 will be 12x. On the right hand side 15. So on the right hand side you will have to apply distributive law of multiplication over addition, and this actually becomes 15 into 2x by 3 plus 15 into 10. So this implies 12x is equal to 15 into 2x by 3 becomes 10x, and we have 150. Now if I bring the x terms or the x terms to the left hand side and keep the constant to the right hand side, I get 12x minus 10x is equal to 50. This implies 2x is equal to 150. This implies x is equal to 150 by 2, which is equal to 75. So 75 is the number, and hence the correct choice is C. C is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 8. If the two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 1:2, then the greatest angle is, if the two adjacent angles of a parallelogram, so we have this kind of parallelogram, let's say, and it is saying that the two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio of 1:2. So if you consider these two as the adjacent angles, and so let's say the parallelogram is AB, CD, then consider the two. We also know that in a parallelogram, the angle A, the opposite angles are equal. That is, angle A is equal to angle C, and angle B will be equal to angle D. Then the greatest angle is, then the greatest angle of the parallelogram. Okay, so we know that angle A is equal to, in a parallelogram we will have angle A is equal to angle C, and angle B will be equal to angle D. Now it is given that the ratio of two adjacent angles, that is, you can consider either AB, the two adjacent angles can be AB or AD or DC or DC, it does not matter. Let's say I am considering the two adjacent angles to be A and B. So it is given that angle A is to angle B is given as 1:2. Okay. Okay. So okay, let we know that when we have two quantities and the ratio is given, and we need to solve those two quantities, we usually assume the values of those quantities to be some multiple of x. That is, we know that let angle A and angle B are x and 2x, depending on the given ratio. Since the angle A, the ratio of angle A and angle B is 1:2, we are assuming angle A to be x and angle B to be 2x. This is the standard way of solving a problem in finding quantities whose ratio are given. Okay, what can we have? What else information can we have? We need an equation in x. At the end of the day, we have to find an equation in x. Okay, so one information you must know, that the sum of the angles of a parallelogram is 360 degree. We know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. I am not writing the degree, it is understood. Okay, we also know that angle C is equal to angle A. So instead of angle C, I can write angle A, and instead of angle D, we can write it as angle B. So we have this. Okay, now we know that we have, as per our assumption based on the given ratio, angle A and angle B are x and 2x. So we can say x plus 2x plus x plus 2x is equal to 360. This implies if we add up all the x terms on the left hand side, it becomes 6x. 6x is equal to 360. So this is the equation that we have got in terms of x, and we know the value of x will be 360 divided by 6, which is 60. So x is 60. So this implies angle A will be equal to x, that is 60 degree. Angle B will be equal to 2 into 60 degree, 2 into 60 degree, which is equal to 120 degree. And we know that angle C is also equal to 60 degree, and angle D is also equal to 120 degree. So the maximum angle, the greatest angle in the parallelogram is of course 120 degree, and hence the correct choice is D. D is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 9. The sum of two numbers is 4000. If 7.5% of one is equal to 12.5% of the other, then the smaller number is, okay. So whatever quantity it is asking, it is the standard method. You always consider that to be the unknown variable. So let the smaller number be x. So this implies, since it is given the sum of two numbers is 4000, we can say that the larger number will be equal to 4000 minus x. Okay, now we have to apply the information that 7%, 7.5% of 1 is equal to 12.5% of the other. Now 7.5% is smaller than 12.5%. So definitely, it means it is given that 7.5% of larger number is equal to 12.5% of smaller number. I hope I am right. Yes, it has to be 7%. If 7.5% of one is equal to 12.5% of the other, if this is to be true, then definitely we must have 7.5% of larger number should be equal to 12.5% of the smaller number. Okay. So this implies that 7.5% of what is the larger number? Larger number is 4000 minus x is equal to 12.5% of the smaller number, which is x. Now, what is a percentage of? What is percentage? 7.5 percentage. I hope this you must you have already studied percentage in your previous class, that is class 7, and also you will have the next chapter in class 8. As per the textbook of author R.S. Agarwal, the next chapter is percentage. I have not started yet percentage, but this concept you must be already knowing that 7.5% of something means okay, first of all, let's convert the mixed fraction to improper fraction. That is, 7.5 means 15 by 2% of 4000 minus x is equal to 12 and a half mixed number. If when converted to improper fraction is 25 by 2. So 25 by 2% of x. Now what is percentage of? 15 by 2 percentage of means 15 by 2 by 100 multiplied by 4000. Of means, since of means multiplication, this. Similarly, the right hand side will be 25 by 2 by 100 multiplied by x. That is, the concept of percentage is that x percent of y, where x and y are some numbers, is equal to x by 100 multiplied by y. Okay, so now we have this. So this implies that if you do a little bit of simplification on both sides, we get 15 multiplied by 4000 minus x divided by 2 into 100 is equal to 25x divided by 2 into 100. This implies now in both sides of the equation are rational terms where both the denominators of the rational terms are same, that is 2 into 100. If you have this kind of equation, that is x by a is equal to, let's say, whatever v b y by b, then you can always say that x is, sorry, not b but x by a, then you can always say that x equals to b. So basically what we can do is that we can multiply both the side of the equation by with 2 into 100 with the same number, 2 into 100, and then 2 into 100 will cancel out. So we can say, I am not doing that. I hope you will understand that we are multiplying both the side by 2 into 100, that is 200. In doing so, 2 into 100 will cancel out from both the sides. Hence, we will get 15 multiplied by 4000 minus x is equal to 25x. Now, here also you see 15 is nothing but 5 into 3. We have 4000 minus x is equal to 25 is 5 into 5, and we have x. So we can see that both the sides again have a 5, the number 5 as a common factor, and you can cancel that out. By cancelling means basically we can divide both the sides by 5. Hence, the equation gets reduced to 3 into 4000 minus x is equal to 5x. Now you do the product on the LHS and open up the brackets, and you get 12,000 minus 3x is equal to 5x. Now if you bring all the x terms, normally usually while solving a linear equation, I bring all the variable terms to the left hand side and all the constant terms to the right hand side. But you can do the other way around. You can bring all the variable terms to the right hand side and all the constant terms to the left hand side. It does not make any difference. Ultimately, you have to bring all the variable terms on one side and all the constant terms to the other side. Okay. So I will have minus 3x minus 5x is equal to minus 1200,000. So this implies minus 8x is equal to minus 12,000. This implies x is equal to minus 12,000 divided by minus 8. Okay, now this is minus minus cancels out. Now this is 12, numerator is 12 into 1000 divided by 100. Now 8 cancels 1000 with 125. Is it so? Yes. Okay. So 12 into 125. Okay. So 12 is 4. So we have this. What is 4 into 125? 600 into 3, which is equal to 1800. I am getting the smaller number as 1800. Smaller number is 1800, and it is not matching with any of the given numbers choices. So there is a possibility that I have done some mistake. Okay, let's see. Uh, we have assumed the smaller number to be x, so the larger number will be 4000 minus x. Okay, so it is given that 7.5% of one is equal to 12.5% of the other. Then the smaller number is, now if 7.5% is smaller than 12.5%, so definitely 7.5% of larger number has to be equal to 12.5% of the smaller number. So we have 7.5% of 4000 minus x is equal to 12.5% of x. So this implies 15 by 2% of 4000 minus x is equal to 25 by 2% of x. Okay. So then we have, after simplifying, applying the percentage and doing a simplification, we get 15 by, okay, 200 multiplied by 4000 minus x is equal to 25 by 200 into x. Okay, we cancel out 200 from both sides, that is 200 from both the numerator of both sides, and we get 15 into 4000 minus x is equal to 25x. Okay, now we cancel the factor 5 from both the sides, and we get 3 into 4000 minus x is equal to 5x. So this implies 12,000 minus 3x is equal to 5x. This implies 3x minus 5x is equal to minus 12,000, and minus 8x is equal to minus 12,000. This implies x is equal to minus 12,000 by minus 8. Okay, which is equal to 12 into 1000 by 8. And 8 divides 1000 with 125. 40, 16. Okay, so 12 into 125. 12 into 125 is 4 into 3 into 125, and 4 into 125 is 4 into 125 is not 600 but 500. 500. So we get the smaller number as 1500. 1500. Okay. So the smaller number is 1500, and hence the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. Okay, let's do the last problem. A is 3 years younger to B and C is 3 years elder to B. If C is 4 times as old as A, then age of A is. Okay, so this kind of problems related to age, when there are 3 or more persons involved and the ages are given relatively, then sometimes it becomes tricky whose age to consider as the unknown variable. Now, even though you can consider, since in this problem there are 3 persons involved, A, B and C, you can see that the age of A is given in terms of B, that is A is 3 years younger to B, and also the age of C is given in terms of B. So it is advisable that you consider the age of B as a variable. So let age of b b x. I'm ignoring the units. Actually, it will be x years. Anyway, so let age of b be x. This implies it is given that a is 3 years younger to b. So this implies age of a will be x minus 3. Also, it is given that c is 3 years elder to b. So age of c is x plus 3. Now it is given a relation between the age of A and C. That is, it is saying if C is 4 times as old as A, so this will imply x plus 3 will be equal to 4 times x minus 3. So this is the equation we have got. We can easily solve x. Let's solve x. We have x plus 3 is equal to 4x minus 12. This implies x minus 4x is equal to minus 12 minus 3. This implies minus 3x is equal to minus 15. This implies x is equal to minus 15 by minus 3, that is 5. So x is 5. What is x? X is age of b. Now it has asked the age of a. Therefore, age of a we know is equal to x minus 3, that is 5 minus 3, which is 2. So a, b and c, these are all babies, kids. So age of a is 2, and hence the correct choice is D is the correct choice. So this brings to an end in solving the set 3 of 10 good problems on the chapter of linear equations in one variable. This set of problems I hope will give you a good practice of a little bit harder problems relatively than the problems we have done from the textbook of author R.S. Agarwal. So I will keep on preparing and solving this kind of 10 good problems from this chapter of linear equations. So keep an eye on this playlist, and you should also keep on solving these problems. So the more you solve, the more your concepts of a chapter gets polished. So in mathematics, it's all about practicing a lot of problems. The more you solve problems, the more you will get to know about the various patterns of possible possible questions, and that will at the end of the day will polish your understanding of the chapter concept. So if this video was beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and once again please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. Very soon I will start the next chapter, that is percentage, from following the textbook of author R.S. Agarwal in the other playlist, that is CBSE Maths 8 R.S. Agarwal. So please stay tuned for that video, and that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.